Hi, I'm Crystal Reiki Healer, aka Athena Barry, and today we're going to do a little mini course on color. How does color affect your vibe, and how can you use it to raise your vibration? This is what we'll be going over in the course. So thank you for watching, and let's get started. In the caption below this, I'll have some links that you can use to access your free PDFs and have some printouts that you can use for practice, for journaling, for putting down how color affects you. So it's really great if you could check those out. If you need to pause and go print them, that's totally fine. And if you want to do them at the end of the video, that's great too. But know that there are some resources there for you, as well as a PDF on a whole range of the different colors and how these affect not just your mood, but how they empower. And then what's really great to do is pick out a color, and we're gonna start this you can either do it like a daily exercise, a weekly exercise, but I want you to take each color, and let's take red for example, and write this down. And then for that day, I want you to have something red next to you. Okay, so I know this is like a little experiment exercise, but have something red, either a top or a piece of jewelry or something with a red color near it, a purse, doesn't matter. And I want you to just notice the difference in your vibe. Let's just notice how you feel. Were you louder? Were you softer? Were you more grounded? Were you more anxious? Were you angry? Pick the emotion that worked for you based on that color. Now there are general guidelines where different colors will affect our mood, like just in general, right? So red is really great when I feel like I need that boost of willpower and confidence and really standing firm in myself. I'll put on like some red lipstick, for example. I feel sexy, I feel attractive, I feel like I have, that inner Leo coming out. So this can be a great way for you to also incorporate color. Now, not all colors work as a lipstick. So let's talk about how we can use our colors in different ways. What would work to raise our vibration with the use of color? So how we use color at home really affects our daily life, how we feel about ourselves, and how we feel about our relationships and our friendships. And I'll tell you why. When you're at home, if you have just, let's say you have plain white walls and you've got nothing going on, you also don't have anything like, stirring your spirit, stirring your soul, right? So a really great way to bring color into your world is either with paint. You can paint your walls a certain color. Like if you feel, not so much just that you like it, although a lot of the time that the color that you gravitate towards is actually the color that you need either for your energy center, for your chakra, or you just need, that's the boost that you need for your own energy. And a great way to use that is at home, where you can paint the walls. I've had orange walls, I've had red walls, I've had green, I've had a whole bunch of different ones, and settled on gray or white. And when the color was too intense, I found that either using the use of pictures or using posters, lighting makes a big difference. And light therapy already on its own, it has its own magical properties for your mood and your vibe. But for if you live in a place where you can't paint the walls, or you think it's too bold, or maybe you're just not quite ready for that kind of a drastic change, you can get these like great little like ambient lights, either on Amazon or eBay or wherever you live that it's accessible to you. And you'll want to get these cool lights, and then you can actually, some of them you can change the color depending on the mood you're trying to inspire. That can be really nice for your bedroom. I know I like to keep lights in my bedroom as well. I love salt lamps. I love that warm, soothing glow from a salt lamp. So I want you to go ahead and have a look at whichever room you spend the most time in. Whether this is your bedroom, your living room, your kitchen, wherever it is, just have a look when you have a moment and take note of the colors that you have in that room. And then take a look at the room where you feel the best, like where you have the most peace, the most sense of calm and just like overall well-being. And look at that room and see what color schemes you have in there. And then if you notice like lately you've not been feeling comfortable, or you're having, trouble sleeping, you're having trouble with your relationship, have a look at the colors that you have around you and try to think, what can you change in this room? What colors could you change to give you the vibe that you're really going for, or where you need to fix that vibration? Use the color chart that is attached to this, and then you can kind of cross-check, like, oh, my kitchen has, lots of, green in it. And that's why I feel like, like a lime green. That's why I feel like happy. That's why I feel like kind of like excited when I go in there. Or like a darker soother green, like that's where I feel like, I'm healing myself. So these are the kind of questions you want to ask yourself, how you're feeling and what your mood is like in that room. And if you don't, if you're like me and you're really into crystals, crystals come in a whole wide range of color. And I use them myself for healing of the chakras when they need to be balanced, when I feel like something's out of alignment. You can see like with this one, this is a rose quartz. I'm going to bring it up here for you. And this rose quartz is so great for that sense of self-love, just, being kind to yourself, gentleness, like that kind of like romantic feeling, and not even romantic in a lust kind of way, but just romantic in like a feeling that self-love. When you feel self-love, you vibrate that love out, and then you'll find that you also receive it back, which is really one of the great things of working with crystals. I love green crystals when I'm working with the heart chakra, and green is really amazing for compassion, for healing, especially, and it could be heart healing, it could be physical healing. This is why you'll notice, like with plants, most plants are green, and they're the symbol of nature. And when you're in nature, you're really healing from our Mother Earth. So that green is kind of like a nice symbolic way of reminding yourself, and it might be even subconscious, reminding yourself to take care of yourself, to check your diet, to check your your sleep patterns, your caffeine intake. All these things affect your health. And wearing green can either it can work as like a stimulant to help you, not a stimulant like coffee, but a stimulant to remind you and to give you that push to heal yourself. And it can also, just the color itself being around this kind of sets your subconsciousness and your inner guide to work on healing. So when I was I guess I was in my early 20s. Subconsciously, I had gravitated towards green lenses. Looking back at pictures now, it was like, oh, what, I was such a hippie, and people would laugh, like, why are you wearing green glasses? But honestly, that really helped not only with my physical healing, but kind of putting me in the direction, even subconsciously, to look towards what would work for me, what treatment I needed, or what kind of health care I needed, what kind of supplements would help me. It really aligned my vibration to self-healing. So if you've got anything going on with some, physical stuff, green lenses can be a great choice. When you're going through a period of like enlightenment, spiritual awakening, violet glasses are really great. It helps connect that third eye and even the crown, but these two chakras, so that you have that divine sight, so that you're able to receive the messages or the signs that become clearer for you. On my Instagram account, I'll use mostly this color theme, those like softer pinks, that nice like violet, or even like a purple, but mostly like the pink and the violet, because these colors, one, I'm here to help you raise your vibration, and I'm here to help you learn about how to use different tools that you can use to feel better in your life, to live a better life, to get out of the spin of anxieties and get out of the spin of depression and or heartache. Like, you are totally capable of healing yourself. And I find that these colors like help you also like with that self-love and help me with my own self-love, because when I'm vibrating higher, you know, everybody around me is also going to enjoy that. And that's something to keep in mind when you are choosing colors. People respond to you differently depending on what you're wearing. I know that sounds like kind of crazy, but they really do. What you choose to wear, really, it affects your own vibe, but it also affects how other people respond to you. And it's really on a subconscious level. So let's look at like when you want a job interview. Maybe wearing, you know, bright orange, even though that's a great color if it's warm and it's, you know, gives you that like determination. That's maybe good to have like on an underlayer that gives you that determination, that gives you that willpower and that, you know, drive. But what you want people to see is you want them to see somebody who's stable, who's somebody who is accountable. And so you want to look into more colors like blue or gray or beige. You know, pick something along those edges, and you can totally intertwine some of those brighter pieces too. So it's not maybe overwhelming for the other person, but it still gives you that drive that you need. So let's go on to our food choices. Now, granted, you're not going to find a lot of foods that are turquoise or gray, things like that, but you will find, if you use a variety, I know we hear this so much, but if you use a variety of fruits and vegetables, you are giving yourself tons of vitamins and a whole different range of vitamins. Different colored fruits actually have different, well, they have different supplements, different vitamins included, right? So by keeping a wide range of those, you're keeping your body healthy, but you're also raising your vibration. Each food, let's look at blueberries, for example. Wonderful for your third eye, just like fantastic. When I feel like I'm stuck with something and I can't see something clearly, I'll have a scoop of blueberries, and it really is, and maybe it's a little bit of the sugar. It's like a nice sweet natural sugar that's great for people who are low glycemic or need a low glycemic diet. And it really kind of perks up that third eye. Jewelry is another way you can, as you can see, is another way you can bring in color for your vibration, the vibration of your choice. Today I have the turquoise on, but sometimes I have gold, sometimes I have red, sometimes I change to whatever I feel like I need for the day. And sometimes you'll notice you happen to pick one and subconsciously you need that for the day and you didn't even realize it till later. And hopefully by looking at the PDF on here, you will be able to see too, like which colors you've been gravitating towards. This is a great way you can incorporate color too. What vibe are you trying to create for yourself, and what kind of vibe do you want to receive from other people? Because what color you are presenting, you are also giving that vibration to those that are around you. So some things to think about while you're going out into the world, or whether you're starting your day or finishing it up. Have a look at what your wardrobe color choices are. And if you've got pretty much the same theme and you want to add in something different, you can do that by adding in some pieces of jewelry, maybe a scarf or an undershirt, even like the choice of your undergarments. That color will still bring in that vibration that you're looking for. What colors do you have in your environment? These are things to think about as well. And if you want to change that up, maybe the colors you've been having around you aren't really helping your vibration. So go ahead and make some changes. You can do this with the plant, with flowers, with posters, with painting your walls, putting up some artwork. These are all different ways. You can use tapestries. These are all different ways that you can also bring in that color and that vibration to your home life. Another one is what kind of vibration and what kind of emotions are you looking to attract? You want to match that vibration to what you want. You want people to react to you a certain way. Try a color that correlates with an emotion or a feeling that you want to be receiving as well. One of my favorite uses of color is changing the vibe. So if you're starting out the morning and you are tired, give yourself some yellow, give yourself some orange. If you have any questions, or you have any comments about how this helped you or what colors you've been using, please go ahead and drop them in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe so you can see some more information that I've got coming forward. More mini classes coming towards you, and very soon I'll have some full courses for you. If you are interested, let me know what you'd like to learn about. I hope this has been helpful in learning about color and how it affects our mood, how it affects our vibration, and how you can use it now to create that shift in your own vibration. Go ahead and go follow the links and download your free PDFs so you have some worksheets and some things to practice for the day and in the weeks following, as well as your color chart so that you can see what mood or what energy relates to that color. And I am wishing you so much love and so many blessings. Thanks for watching.